right, we're here on the AFF podcast, American Football in Finland, and I am talking to defensive back Aatu Tuokko from the Seinäjoki Crocodiles. Welcome to the show, Aatu.
Hey, what's up?
It's good to have you, man. I know I sent you some questions earlier, but I realized before I was going to ask that I want to know some certain stuff about you. So we're going to go off the hip a little bit here. Bear with me. My first question for you is, how old are you?
I'm 22.
Okay, so how long have you been playing American football?
Over 10 years. I was 10 when I started playing.
Okay, so have you been playing for the Crocodiles this entire time?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're a Crocodiles product. You're a product. You play with the juniors.
Yeah.
That reminds me, because you guys are one of my favorite youth clubs, and I want to say your age group, you guys were really good in the youth sector coming up, right?
I started at the same time Jaakko Kasari started playing, and we have some juniors that have played like over 10 years. Yeah.
Okay. So that's what I'm saying. You're the perfect example of what we want eventually in the league is, some Finnish talent rising all the way up to the Maple League and doing your thing, man.
Yeah.
So just getting into the questions, first thing I want to ask you was, this is the Maple League. You're a young player. All Maple League experience is great. But personally, in this season, how do you think this season has helped you develop as a player? Like, what do you think it has done to make you better this year?
First thing is that I have gotten plenty of playing time and got more experience, and thereby my play recognition and tackling has been better this season than last year.
And that's great. You're a pretty good tackler too. So, I mean, you must be getting reps. That also reminds me, obviously probably practicing against Christian Powell helps that, right? Because tackling him is never easy.
Yeah, a little bit. I'm happy that we don't have to go full speed against him.
Yeah. Seeing him at half speed, that's still pretty fast.
Yeah.
So getting into this season that you guys had, it's been a great season. You guys really lived up to the hype that we had preseason for you guys, really. What I wanted to ask you, Aatu, was that what really kept you guys motivated each week throughout this season, especially when early in the season, it was clear that, you guys are the team to beat. You're the best in the Maple League. But each week, everyone's giving you their all, and you guys just keep beating them. How did you guys stay motivated for each game, especially when it got to a little bit of a lull and you were playing teams that weren't on your level?
Yeah, everybody in our team wants to win, and the last year's final against Kuopio Steelers got us even more hungry to win the games. And then we have great leaders in our team. Last thing is that we have to improve because the other teams are going to improve as well. So we have to be better than them.
That's awesome. That makes perfect sense. So y'all still have a little bit of a chip on your shoulder from last year, and you can ride that through this whole season, no matter what. So getting into this upcoming game, last time you guys played the Butchers, it was really close. But, ultimately you got the win, and that's all that really matters is a W. But going into this game, what things have you guys improved upon, especially on the defensive side where you're playing? What have you improved upon that you think are going to help you have even more success in this game against the Butchers?
Yeah, last time we played against Butchers, it was 21-0 at the halftime. So we have to play whole game well if we want to win. They got plenty of playmakers in the offensive side of the ball, so they can score quickly, and we have to be ready for that and limit those big plays.
I do want to say, and I've said this a couple of times, you guys, your defense doesn't have to take the whole rap for that 21-0 and then them scoring some points, because I was at that game, and at halftime, you guys were winning by so much. I went and bought a Butcher's hat to give them a little bit of luck, and they started coming back on you guys. So
Yeah,
I'll take a little bit of the blame for that. You don't have to blame the defense for that. I think I had a lot to do with them coming back against you guys. I will have
maybe
my
we have to
butcher's
get
hat.
your cap.
I want a snapback, guys. Seinäjoki doesn't do snapbacks, but that's pretty much all I wear. Even though with my hair, I don't even like wear a lot of it. But actually, you know what? This is impromptu, but we're gonna take a pause, half a second. Hold on. Just so I can show that I do have Crocodiles gear though. I have this here. I have the bucket hat.
Nice. I like it.
Got the bucket hat. I think it's too small also. Well, you see it's a little bit like out of shape, but I have it. So I guess if I can get a bigger one, yeah, this does not fit on my head at all. But so for this game,
is there a big size, but
yeah, this might be a small or something. But for this game, I'll try to get something so that we can have an even match throughout the game, which might even be more in your favor. But getting back into the actual interview stuff, what does it mean to you to be a part of this team this year that's playing for the Maple Bowl? You know, you said earlier, you know, last year you guys lost in the championship to the Steelers, and you kind of used that as, you know, a chip on your shoulder. But this team, there's a different vibe to this team compared to last year, obviously. So going to the Maple Bowl this year, like, how do you feel about that? Like, what you guys have been through this season?
oh man, it feels great to be in the Maple Bowl. Last year we were kind of surprised to get there. I think this year that's our mission to win the Maple Bowl. So I have been following Crocodiles since I was 6, and there's other guys as well. Now we have a chance to make a history, and I think everybody wants to do that. So why not?
Yeah, being that first team to win it. That reminds me, I'm gonna throw it out there because you might be a little too young, but what do you think about the curse? Do you think it's a curse that Seinäjoki has been to a lot of Maple Bowls but not won any of them?
Maybe. I think I have one in my mind. I don't know, was it 2016? We had a passing offense, and there was rain against the Roosters, and the game ended like
10-0
or something.
Yeah, it was 10-0. You had what they call it, the Air Force or something like that. And that game was rained, which meant they couldn't do what they're good at. Yeah, that was the closest. That was the closest the Crocodiles have been. But I don't believe in the curse. I think if I was to say this out loud, I really believe that the reason the Crocodiles haven't won the Maple Bowl is because they haven't went into the Maple Bowl with the right recipe. Even that team, you know, the reason it rained was because it wasn't fated to win a championship by throwing a whole bunch of passes. I mean, rain won't matter for this game. It won't change much for you guys if it rains in this game. And just a credit to a little bit of what we talked about earlier, I think that the Seinäjoki Crocodiles team, you are a very strong domestic team. A lot of your teammates are guys that you played with as juniors, or they're longtime Crocodiles guys, right? It's not a lot of people from other cities playing on your team. It's not a lot of imports. You have a few, obviously, but you're truly the Crocodiles team. And I know it sounds kind of crazy, but that's kind of how the Roosters did their thing when they did. They usually had a very large base of Helsinki Roosters players, or at least Roosters players. And I think you guys are set up for that this year. When I look at your team, as we're doing this interview, the All Finland list has came out, and you'll see there's a lot of Crocodiles on there, and most of them are Finnish Crocodiles. Like, they're not a lot of import guys, because you guys have a very strong core of guys who are from Seinäjoki.
Yeah, it's great to see. We have a great team chemistry. I think that's one reason we are playing so well right now.
Yeah, that's awesome. So last thing I have, then I'm gonna let you get out of here. I told you 15 minutes tops. What message would you give? What message would you give to fans of football in Finland to encourage them to attend this Maple Bowl in person or en route to? Like, what would you tell people of why they should come to this game?
I don't know. Why wouldn't you want to watch two best teams to fight against each other in the final?
That's it. Why not, right?
Yeah.
That's perfect. Yeah. Thank you, Aatu. I appreciate you giving us this time, and good luck to you guys in the Maple Bowl this weekend.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I appreciate it.